Good afternoon, everybody here in Westfield. I'm Richie Mitnick, delighted to be here with you and brighten up this dreary month of January. And how could it be made brighter but by bringing one of the best entertainers anywhere in Western Massachusetts and beyond, Mr. Brad Shepard.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much. It's good to see you. Wait a minute. Hold it. We're over here. The following program is brought to you in living color on Channel 15. I'm delighted to be here, and hello to all of our friends at the Westfield Seniors. We're delighted to be doing this little program for you today. A little music, a little song, a little dance, a little seltzer down your pants. We have it all for you today. Richie Mitnick is the finest musician in the country. In the city, nothing. But in the country, he's great, and we're happy to be here today. I was a little late getting here, I'm sorry to say.
What happened?
Well, you know, there was a knock at the door, and to be honest with you, one of the Jehovah's Witnesses was there.
Oh, not them again.
Oh, I said, come on in, have a seat. What can I do for you? Would you like something to drink? He said, I don't know. I never got this far before. So anyway, may I have an A? Fine. That'll be perfect. Okay, one more time. Let me give you an A. You got to get that fixed. All right, we have some music for you today, and we have some wonderful songs, none of which we're going to perform today, but we do have some wonderful songs. Richard, hit it. A wonderful day like today, when the sun is as big as a yellow balloon, even the sparrows are singing in tune. On a wonderful day like today, on a wonderful morning like this, I defy any cloud to appear in the sky. Dare any raindrop to pop in my eye. On a wonderful day like today, on a morning like this, I could kiss everybody. I'm so full of love and goodwill. May I say furthermore, I'd adore everybody to come and dine. The pleasure's mine, I will pay the bill. May I take this occasion to say that the whole human race should go down on its knees, show that we're grateful for mornings like these, for the world's in a wonderful way. On a wonderful day like today. On a morning like this, I could kiss everybody. I'm so full of love and goodwill. May I say furthermore, I'd adore everybody to come and dine. The pleasure's mine, I will pay the bill. May I take this occasion to say that the whole human race should go down on its knees, show that we're grateful for mornings like these, for the world's in a wonderful way. On a wonderful day like today. Yes, on a wonderful day like today. Thank you. That's wonderful. We have a fabulous studio audience of stuffed animals. It couldn't be any better than this.
Wait a minute, you just called our audience stuffed animal?
Well, in a nice way. They have nothing to worry about. Isn't that great? Went to a great little breakfast spot today. I did. And I told them I'd like some undercooked eggs, some bird toast, and some watery coffee. And they said, we don't do that here. I said, well, you did it yesterday. I don't. What do you got in the keyboard?
Oh, how about a little Frankie Valli for you?
Why not? I remember the Big Valley. Starred Barbara Stanwyck. Let's do it.
That's another era.
One era and out the other. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like a heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. As long as love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Please pardon the way that I stare. There's nothing else to compare. The thought of you leaves me weak. There are no words left to speak. But if you feel what I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. I love you, baby, and if it's quite alright, I need you, baby, to warm a lonely night. I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't bring me down, I pray. Oh, pretty baby, now that I've found you, stay and let me love you, baby. Let me love you. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You feel like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Baby, to warm a lonely night. I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't bring me down, I pray. Oh, pretty baby, now that I found you, stay and let me love you. Baby, let me love you. You're just too good to be true.
All right, Brad.
Thank you. Thanks very much. I hope that folks watching our program, whenever you get a chance to see it, this chilly January, I hope you had a nice holiday. I hope Santa was good to you, and I hope you had a happy new year, or have a happy new year, as the case may be. I got that letter from home, we all get from the family telling us how everybody's doing. We got it here. And there's not much going on, except you should know that your cousins, the conjoined twins, just moved to London so the other one can drive. I said that. And also, what else was I said, yes, I think your father-in-law should stop driving. Your former father-in-law should stop driving. He's getting on in years. As a matter of fact, I got him a cell phone, and he was in his car on 91, and I called him, and he answered, and I said, you got to be careful. I hear there's a wrong-way driver on 91. And he said, yeah, and it's not just one. So the rest of it's unimportant. We'll get to it later. I just got a signal. What is that? Green Bay, fourth down. What is he trying to tell me? Anyway, on we go. This song goes way back, but it got a new life in the film When Harry Met Sally, when Harry Connick did it. Bless you.
Thank you.
So we'd like to do that for you right now. If they asked me, I could write a book about the way you walk, whisper, and look. I could write a preface on how we met, so the world would never And the simple secret of the plot is just to tell them I love you a lot. Then the world discovers my book ends how to make two lovers a friend. Of the plot is just to tell them I love you a lot. Then the world discovers my book and how to make lovers a friend. I love that song. Thank you.
Hey.
Rogers and Hart. Isn't that nice?
That is nice.
You know, I have to tell you before we go on here that there's a story about a little boy who is saying his prayers, and his mom and dad are listening, and he blesses his family, and at the end of his prayers, and he says, and please, Lord, please find some clothes for those poor ladies on Grandpa's computer.
Goodwill at work again, huh, Brett?
Let's go on.
Oh, this is
beautiful.
This is a favorite of yours, isn't it?
We hope you really enjoy this. I think this is a song that doesn't really need an introduction. Everyone knows it. In the wee small hours of the morning, while the whole wide world is fast asleep, you lie awake and think about the girl and never ever think of counting sheep. When your lonely heart has learned its lesson, you'd be hurt if only she would call in the wee small hours of the morning. That's the time you miss her most of all. When your lonely heart has learned its lesson, you'd be hers if only she would call in the wee small hours of the morning. That's the time you miss her most of all. you very much. Well,
Beautiful.
that's a very nice arrangement for Mr. Mitnick, I may say, and some of that very nicely improvised, which I appreciate. You know, this song that you're about to hear is a favorite of ours, and it's been literally rescued from obscurity. It comes from a Broadway show that failed. However, the song has appeared over the years in so many incarnations. It was used for I think, Lincoln Mercury. It was used for Bonomo's Turkish Taffy. And it became a college fight song. And you'll recognize the melody by Elmer Bernstein, but this is the original lyric from the Broadway show. Richard? Well, everyone here, kindly step to the rear and let a winner lead the way. Here's where we separate the men from the boys, the notes from the noise, from the poison ivy back in the bunch. I came up with a hunch of my kind, your eyes and say, I've got my eye, touching you in the sky, the 4th of July will rain. Hey, will everyone here kindly step to the rear and the winner lead the way? Here's where we separate the ace from the pack, the duck from the quack, the pip from the mac, the touch is back in the front. I gave up with a hunch, this was my time to rise and say, God in my eye, such a jubilant sky, the 4th of July will seem great. Hey, will everyone here step to the rear, let a
Great job. Great.
almost immediately recognizable, that particular tune. Well, we're going to stay on Broadway for a moment or
It's a
so.
long street. I grew up near there.
You know, as a matter, you were up near the Port Authority. I was out in front of the Port Authority with a cup. You know, thank you very much. I was very lucky in musical theater to have opportunities at the lower level of community theater and civic theater to work in a lot of shows that I would not necessarily have had the opportunity to work in. And this one, wow, I managed to do it twice, 2 different productions of it. And it has a little place in my heart about that poor impoverished dairyman with 5 daughters living in Russia in 1905.
I do have to say, anyway, one thing. I don't know if this is on, but I'll say it anyway. I saw this on Broadway, and then I saw your production. And those of us that were lucky enough to be there absolutely left feeling you were the best heavier we'd ever seen. Ever.
Well,
That's true.
I accept your condiments with very deep humidity.
I don't give them out easily.
I thank you very much.
Mustard, ketchup.
Dear God, you made many, many poor people. Now I realize it's no shame to be poor, but it's no great honor either. So what would have been so terrible if I had them? A small fortune, huh? If I were a rich man, all day long I'd pity bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a bitty rich, idle man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozens right in the center of the town. A fine tin roof with real wooden floors below. There would have been one long staircase just going up, one even longer coming down, one more leading nowhere just for show. I'd fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, walking just as noisily as they can. With these sounds, will land like a trumpet on the ear, as if to say, here lives the wealthy man. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd bitty bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a bitty rich, idle man, I see my wife, my Goldie, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double chin, supervising meals to a heart delight. I see her putting on airs, strutting like a peacock. What a happy mood she is, screaming at the servants day and night. The most important men in town will come to fawn on me. They will ask me to advise them like a Solomon the wise. If you please, pardon me, repetevia. Post prophets that would cross the rabbi's eye. Yahavivi, 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 Yahavivi. And it won't make one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in the synagogue and pray. Maybe have a seat by the eastern wall. And I discuss the holy books with a learned man 7 hours every day. That would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd bitty bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. Would it spoil some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man?
Well done.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
Oy. As I say, I've had a lot of fun, a lot of great shows. Not all of them were great. I was in a terrible production of The Sound of Music once. It was so bad. At the end of the show, the first 2 rows got up and yelled, "They're hiding in the Abbey."
Oh, that wasn't very nice. Was it? Hey, this next one, isn't this next one a Sinatra?
You bet it is, and it's one of my favorites.
Yes, I like this one too.
We're going to come back from Broadway a little bit and just swing gently.
You can cross the bridge to Hoboken.
Yes. I love Jersey. Bet. A little old Blue Eyes. The tables are empty and the dance floor's deserted. You play the same love song. It's the 10th time you've heard it. Hey, that's the beginning. Just one of the clues. You had your first lesson in learning the blues. Those cigarettes you light, one after another, they won't let you forget her, or the way that you love her. You're only fighting a torch you can't lose, but you're on the right track for learning the blues. When you're at home alone, the blues will haunt your reverie. And when you're out in the town, the blues will haunt your memory. Hey, the nights when you don't sleep, it's a whole night you're crying, but you can't forget her. Soon you even stop trying. You're gonna walk the floor and you'll wear out your shoes. When you feel your heart break, you're learning the blues. Learn them some blues, Rich. When you're at home alone, the blues will haunt your reverie. And when you're out in a crowd, the blues will haunt your memory. Hey, the nights when you don't sleep, it's a whole night you're crying, but you can't forget her. Soon you even stop trying. Oh, you're gonna walk the floor and you'll wear out your shoes when you feel your heart break. One more of those. Hey, you're learning the blues. Thank you.
Well done. That's
Nice job on that.
Wasn't that great?
I love that. I never get tired of doing it, too. You know, I was talking about doing shows and doing theater before. First show I did, first play, I was very excited. I got cast in a lead role. I was in college, and I wrote my father, and I said, you know what? I just got a lead role in a play. I play a general who's been married for 25 years. My father wrote back and said, let us know when you get a speaking role. So it was... Anyway, let's go back to Broadway for a moment. Now, this song, Rich and I really do enjoy doing, and it was introduced by a wonderful Broadway baritone that most folks in the last 20, 30 years think of him only in the role of Lenny Briscoe on Law & Order. I refer to Jerry Orbach, who had a beautiful singing voice.
And he was.
He was starred in so many Broadway musicals, Promises, 42nd Street. But he came to prominence in an off-Broadway show called The Fantastics. And it ran off-Broadway for something like 40 years. It may still be running, I don't know. But this is a song from that wonderful show that really put Jerry Orbach on the map. Try to remember the kind of September when life was slow and oh so mellow. Try to remember the kind of September when grass was green, rain was yellow. Try to remember the kind of September when you were a tender and callow fellow. Try to remember, and if you remember, then follow. Try to remember when life was so tender, when no one wept except the willow. Try to remember when life was so tender that dreams were kept beside your pillow. Try to remember when life was so tender that love was an ember about to billow. Try to remember, and if you remember, then follow. Even December, it's nice to remember, although you know the snow will follow. In December, it's nice to remember without a hurt. The heart is hollow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember the fire of September that made us mellow. Deep in December, our hearts should remember and follow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember, although you know the snow will follow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember without a hurt. The heart is hollow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember the fire of September that made us mellow. Deep in December, our hearts should remember and follow. Follow, 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 follow. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous song. Just
That's
a gorgeous
beautiful
song.
thing.
Got to tell you, just for a quick second here, that I was in a restaurant the other day, and I happened to overhear a little conversation. There were two ladies, and they were sitting at the bar, and they were of substantial stature, and there was a gentleman listening to them, and he interrupted me and said, "Excuse me, I couldn't help overhearing your accent. Are you two ladies from London?" And one of the women snapped at him and said, "Wales." He said, "Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Are you two whales from London?" So now that we're a little late, folks. So good night. This next song is almost always a ballad, and I asked Rich what he thought if we would give it a little pickup, give it a little tempo. And it came out in a way that we both have enjoyed, and we do it in most of our shows. I'd like to do it
It's
for
a second
you
Rogers
now.
and Hart, isn't it? It's another Rogers and Hart.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, I think
yeah.
so.
Yeah, let's do it for the good folks.
How about the bad ones?
Them too, but the good ones first, and we'll get to the bad ones later. The night is like a lovely tune. Beware, my foolish heart, how bright the ever-distant moon. Take care, my foolish heart. There's a line between love and fascination that's hard to find on an evening like this. Oh, they both give the same sensation when you're lost in the magic of a kiss. Your lips are much too close to mine. Beware, my foolish heart. But should your lips and mine combine, then let the fire start. For this time it's not imagination or a dream that will fade and fall apart. It's love. This time it's love, my foolish heart. Yeah. Your lips are much too close to mine. Beware, my foolish heart. But should your lips and mine combine, then let the fire start. For this time it's not imagination or a dream that will fade and fall apart. No, no, this time it's love, my foolish heart. Whoa, this time it's love. It's love, my foolish heart. My foolish heart. Yes! I like that. I truly do. I truly do. Nice tune. We're going to go back to Broadway. And I was very fortunate to do a production of the wonderful show, The Man of La Mancha. And
Don Quixote?
I was Don Creosote? No, I was not unfortunately, I was not.
You were not Don Quixote.
No, but I had a wonderful time in the show, and I'd like to do a couple of numbers from the program, from the show for you right now. We've put a little medley together for you
Here's
here.
a trivia question for you,
Yes.
Brad.
Yes.
Do you remember the name of the theater where Richard Kiley opened that show and where it was? I was a New Yorker back then. I think you were too.
The name of the theater.
I've got him. This is it. You're all a witness.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You got me
I don't
on
want to
this
put
one.
any pressure on you. Alex Trebek is gone now. No pressure. Go ahead.
I don't remember the name of the theater.
The Anta Washington Square Theater.
son
And it
of a
was
gun.
theater in the round.
Nobody had a good seat.
Well, I was going to say, the only problem if it was theater in the round and you and I were called to do a show there, I don't know where they would fit us. Oh, my God. Oh, boy.
Remind me not to talk to you. All right.
That's okay.
I'll make a note.
It'll be just like home. All right, here we go.
By the way, I want to say thank you to Tina and Mary Lou who are here, and we love the Westfield seniors. In fact, Richie
And I miss him something awful. I really do.
loves the Westfield. In fact, you know, he made a donation. They asked him for a donation, and he did. He gave them his uncle. Now,
They've been trying to get him back to me ever since.
let's do the tune. Oh, snuck up on me. Hear me now, oh thou bleak and unbearable world. Thou art base and debauched as can be. For a holy endeavor is now to begin, and virtue shall triumph at last. Don Quixote, the Lord of La Mancha, my destiny calls and I go. And the wild winds of fortune will carry me onward whithersoever they go. Whithersoever they go. Onward to glory I go. To dream the impossible dream, to right the unrightable wrong, to bear with unbearable sorrows, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest, and the world will be better for this, that one man scorned and covered with scars still strove with his last ounce of courage. The unreachable star. Well, that's very, very kind of you. Well, I'd like to go back to the little popular vein for a moment or two. I think this song, which is a popular standard, also has its roots going way, way back in the musical theater, but I think we have a more updated version of it for you. We'd like to do it for you right now. And when I told them how beautiful you are, they didn't believe me. They didn't believe me. Your lips, your eyes, your cheeks, your hair, in a class beyond compare. You are the loveliest girl that one could see. And when I tell them, and I'm certainly gonna tell them, that I'm the man whose wife one day you'll be, they'll never believe me. They'll never believe me, that from this great big world you've chosen me. And when I told them how beautiful you are, they didn't believe me. No, they did not believe me. Your lips, your eyes, your cheeks, your hair, in a class beyond compare. You are the loveliest girl that one could see. And when I tell them, and you know I'm gonna tell them, that I'm the man whose wife one day you'll be, they'll never believe me. No, they will not believe me, that from this great big world you've chosen me. You've chosen me. Yeah, all right. They didn't believe me. That's a Jerome Kern tune. We have something that I think is very pleasant, very warm, and very nice for you right now. And the composer of this song was a man who really became a world figure and perhaps considered to be the greatest figure in the history of the American cinema, who also composed the musical scores to all of his films. And this is one that you've heard over the years, and that's all the introduction I'm going to give it. Smile, though your heart is breaking. Smile, even though it's aching. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile, and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you. Light up your face with gladness. Hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile. What's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you'll just smile. Light up your face with gladness. Hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear could be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile. What's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you'll just smile.
You know something, Brad?
You're going to say
That's
exactly
beautiful.
what I'm thinking. Thank you. Thank you.
What I'm thinking is I can't think of a song that we've all needed to lean on more this year. So when a lot of you sitting at home and you have your moments, because I know I do and I'm sure all of us do, we'd be probably the biggest liars we ever were if we ever denied it. We all feel it. Think of a song like that. Think of the creativity of fellow man. Think of Charlie Chaplin, who wrote that, and think of the good times. And you know what? We're going to have a heck of a lot of good times ahead.
Sure.
Tina promised me. Mary Lou guarantees it. And with Brad on our side, how can we lose?
Oh,
so
bless you.
good days are coming, folks.
Because I realized I launched into the song, and I said I didn't tell you who wrote it. It was Chaplin. Yep. And I guess he wrote it probably, in 1936. If he could have looked ahead decades and seen what's going on today, and to know that his song would have another wonderful meaning to it. And I guess we were pretty much coming out of the Depression around the time this was written for the film Modern Times. But it really does. Well, before we continue, and we have a cute one next for you, as a public service, I want to share this with you. This, I think, you know, we want to be very helpful here at Channel 15, don't we? Of course we do.
Of course we do. We have to thank our guys there.
That's right, and we'll get to them in a second. But I got this note from my own program. It said, this is Bella. She's an 8-week-old German Shepherd puppy. I bought her as a surprise for my wife for Christmas, and as it turns out, she's allergic to German Shepherd hair. So I'm urgently looking to find her a new home. I don't want any money, just free to a good home. Her name is Liz. She's 43 years old and a beautiful, caring woman. She is a great cook and always keeps a very clean house. Maybe somebody out there can help, you know.
I don't know if you're not beyond it.
And now we go.
Let's go to All I Care About.
Oh, you want to do that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, well, you know what? We go back to Broadway, and I guess it's an encore for a song associated with Jerry Orbach. And it comes from the musical Chicago. Chicago hit Broadway in '75, was a huge hit, then it went away for 20 years, was never revived. It was revived in 1995, became the biggest thing going. They made a movie. It's playing in the live Broadway show is playing in every city in America. You can't think of an actor who hasn't cruised in and out of this, or an actress. So anyway.
I just thought of something that would put the best smile on my face.
Yes?
I know the number that you're doing, and it's a great one. But somehow, just to cheer myself up, I could just picture him standing there in different garb doing When You're Good to Mama.
Oh, please.
Wouldn't that be great?
Well,
I tell you.
that's true. And I am good to Mama, and
Oh, well.
I truly hope she gets a parole. Now, on with the show.
I think so, huh?
What a band. What a band. I don't care about expensive things, ruby studs, satin ring, don't mean a thing. All I care about is love, that's what I'm here for. I don't care for wearing silk cravats, ruby studs, satin spats, no, not me. All I care about is love. Tina knows every one of these songs. Show me two eyes of blue, softly saying, I need you. Let me see her standing there, and honest mister, I'm a millionaire. I don't care for any fine attire Vanderbilt might admire. No, not me. All I care about is love. Here we go.
Give it a little, you know.
I can't, not since the hip locked. No, not me. All I care about is love.
A 1, 2, 3.
Little bit of Bing Crosby. Honest to God, all I care about is love. Give me long, raven hair flowing down about to there. Let me see her running free. Keep your money, that's enough for me. I don't care for driving Packard cars or smoking long butt cigars. No, not me. All I care about is doing the guy in who's picking on you, twisting the wrist and turning the screw. All I care about is the
That's incredible.
I'm glad that note came out. In the x-rays, it looked like a safety pin.
That's incredible. Hey, Brad,
Yeah.
we're going to go down a little bit here because time, but you know something? Every time I see this, I used to drive Brad crazy because
I know it's
I
tough.
barely would let a show go that I said, you got to do this, if no, for no one else, for me. I think it's one of the first things when I met and got to work with Brad 42 years ago, or 400 years ago, whatever it was.
It was
And was it something like that? Oh, my God. But he's done this, and I said, again, this is one of those that nobody does it better. And you'll all know what it is, so I'm not even going to tell you the name. Robert
2 years
Preston
ago, I
is
was
the
just
game.
graduating reform school.
You know, right? I just gave it away.
Listen, my friends, listen. May I have your attention, please? I can deal with this trouble, friends, with a wave of my hand, this very hand. Please observe me, if you will. I'm Professor Harold Hill, and I'm here to organize the River City Boys Band. Oh, think, my friends, how can any pool table ever hope to compete with the gold trombone? Rah, 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 da, 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 rah, rah. Remember, my friends, what a handful of trumpet players did to the famous, fabled walls of Jericho. Oh, big and father walls come a-tumbling down. Oh, a band will do it, my friends. Oh, yes, listen, a boys' band. Do you hear me? I say River City got to have a boys' band, and I mean she needs it today. Well, Professor Harold Hill, River City's going to have her boys' band. As sure as the Lord made little green apples, and that band's going to be in uniform. Johnny, Willie, Teddy, Fred. And they'll hear the crashing of cymbals, and the thunder of rolling drums, and the shimmer of trumpets, ta-ta-ra! And they'll feel something akin to the electric thrill that I once enjoyed when Gilmore, Pat Conway, the great creator, and W.C. Handy all came to town on the very same historic day. '76 trombones led the parade with 110 cornets, blows, and bands. They were followed by rows and rows of the finest virtuosos, the cream of every famous band. 76 trombones caught the morning sun while 110 cornets flamed the air. There were more than 1,000 reeds springing up like weeds. There were horns of every shape and kind. There were activity in horse platoon, thundering all along the way. Double value podiums and big bassoons. Each bassoon having his big fat say. There were 50 mounted cannon in the battery, thundering louder than before. Clarinets of every size, trumpeters who'd improvise a full octave higher than the floor. Copper bottom Tiffany in horse platoon, thundering all along the ways. Double value podium and big bassoon. Each bassoon having his big fat say. There were 50 mounted cannon in the battery, thundering louder than before. Clarinets of every size, trumpeters would improvise a whole. You see, got a marching band right here in the studio. Thank you very much. That's wonderful. We appreciate it.
Darren's greatest hit. What do you think?
Yeah, why not? We do this almost everywhere we go.
Well, you always add a little surprise to it, so it's always fun.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Oh,
The surprise is I landed here in the first place. But oh, the shark has such pretty teeth, dear, and it shows pearly white, and it's just a jackknife has old Maggie, dear, but he keeps it out of sight. You know when the shark bites Johnny with his teeth, dear, scarlet billows, they start to spread. Whoa, fancy gloves, though, where's old Maggie, dear? So there's never a trace of red. On a sidewalk, sunny morning, lies the body he gave. It's Susan Locke, and someone sneaking around the corner. Well, could that someone, could it be like the night? There's a tugboat, and it's down by the river, don't you know? There it is, with a cement bag, and it's dripping on down. Well, that cement is done. It's there for the waiting. Five will get you 10. Oh, Mackie, back in town. Back in Westville, just for the senior. Happy New Year from Rich and Brad. We got Tina, we got Mary Lou too. The boys from Channel 15, it ain't bad. Jenny Diver, oh Miss Suki Tawdry, look out, Miss Lotta Land, yes, and old Lucy Brown. Well, that light form on the right here. Now there's Mackie, he's back in town. I said Jenny Diver, well, Miss Suki Tawdry, look out, Miss Lotta Land, and old Lucy Brown. Well, that light form on the right place. Now that Mackie, back in town. Look out, old Mackie is back. Thank you. We've had such a good time being here with you, and didn't know if we could make this work, but Tina said those 3 little words that make all the difference. She said, you get paid. So we made it out here.
Kathy's favorite Broadway composer.
We do this song at all of our shows, and it's by Jerry Herman. We lost him, I think, within the last couple of years. And he was really another incarnation of Irving Berlin, the way he wrote for the theater and wrote for popular music.
Hello, Dolly, right?
Hello, oh my God, the list. Hello, Dolly, Mame, La Cage aux Folles.
Go on and on.
And this one from a show that no one knows all that well called Mac and Mabel, but the show didn't do well, but the songs from the show are on every popular music circuit, cocktail songs, you bet, all there. Let's do this. I won't send roses or hold the door. I won't remember which dress you wore. My heart is too much in control. The lack of romance in my soul will turn you gray, kid. So stay away, kid. In me you'll find things like guts and nerve, but not the kind things that you deserve. And so, while there's a fighting chance, just turn and go. I won't send roses, and roses suit you. so. My pace is frantic. My temper's cross with words romantic. I'm at a loss. I'd be the first one to agree that I'm preoccupied with me, and it's inbred, kid. So keep your head, kid. In me you'll find things like guts and nerve, but not the kind thing that you deserve. And so while there's a fighting chance, just turn and go. I won't send roses, and roses soon. So well, thank you. Thank you very much for giving us an opportunity to appear before you in this manner. Online, on television, whatever. And we do look forward to being with you again for a future show of music and some laughs and things in person. So thanks to Tina and to Mary Lou and to all the Westfield seniors and to Kenny and to Jay and to Peter for their technical wizardry in bringing this fabulous program off. I'm Brad Shepard.
You know what?
Yes.
Can I suggest, and you help us, and maybe our audience too, I've had the chance to play this for almost a year with what's going on. But I hope what this will do is give all of you watching at home a chance to sing with us. We never left without it. We need it more than we ever needed it. So I hope you'll all join me.
Just before you do it, here's a anybody watching, does anybody know Carl Webb? Well, it says here he's 111. Isn't that wonderful?
Wow.
Oh, no. It says he's ill.
Oh, he's not.
Oh.
I hope he feels better. Well, I hope you'll all join us. Thank you. And Brad Shepard, congratulations on a great day.
Richie Mitnick, I couldn't do it without you. Thank you, my friend. Everybody watching, feel free to sing. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night when the light above. From the mountains to the prairie, white with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home. From the mountains to the prairie, to the ocean, white with foam. That's America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my That's Richie Mitnick with the Greater Munson Philharmonic. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you all.